The industry has some problems. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just gonna give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. This time it's the industry. We had some big issues in St. Louis. We got a lot to unpackage. First of all, the tracks, boring. The AMA flagger with the red cross at the finish line. 5 guys penalized. That doesn't, if it was one guy, I'd be like, okay, he jumped on the red cross. It happens. 5 guys tells me somebody blew it. And it wasn't the riders. That you could barely notice the flag. The flames are going off. The checkers are waving. And then there's a little red flag down really low, below. Not even waving. Not even out there. It should have been out there further. Not good. And then our girl, Will. Will shows up sick as a dog, coughing on the riders, and I'm sure for me, I would not dig it. I'm already fighting a cold that refuses to go away, and if she was breathing on me, I'd be like, dude, get away from me right now. The last thing I need to do is get even sicker. A lot of these guys like Ferrandis, we don't know what's going on with Ferrandis.
My season's already over, Walty. Why would I want to show up and get breathed on by her?
Apparently, he's come down with this too. There's some kind of crazy cold going around, and it doesn't want to go away. I'm dealing with it. It's horrible. Horrible. Like it stole my life. So the reality is this. I felt for these riders because if somebody came up to me sick right now in my face, I'd be like, dude. Now, luckily, these are young athletes and they should be able to handle it. But even like I said, Dylan Ferrandis, not that he's like a young kid like some of these other 250 riders, but he's been down for the count for a while for this thing. So I don't know. Something's clearly going on. And these tracks, man, they are so cookie cutter insanity. Insane, right? These tracks now, what they have are just a standard whoop pad, 9 whoops. Can't be longer than 9, if we get whoops at all. If it rains, take out the triples, make them doubles. This is insane. They're making this thing so watered down, bubble gum, just basic stuff. This is dangerous, right? But you got to give some variety to these things. We got to have a sand section. We got to have an over or under. We got to have some kind of on-off section. We got to have some variety. It can't just be rhythms and whoop pads and some triples and some S-turns. Like, that's all we're getting. Maybe a wall jump.
A wall jump. You guys want a wall jump? Okay, we'll do a wall
jump. It's insane. Now, I like the tracks. Don't get me wrong. And sometimes they race quite nicely. But the reality is this. They're all starting to look the same. All the track layouts are different, but the obstacles are all the same. We can't have that. This thing's getting way too, I don't know, Wall Street's just infiltrated this to the point now. There's just too many people involved, too many cooks in the kitchen. And speaking of kitchen, Levi, man, this dude's freaking on fire right now. Like, I like this kid. He looks like kind of a Jet Lawrence. He's built for the bike. He's long. He's lean. The fact that he came in late, he's 23 years old. He's got what it takes. He's going to command a big contract moving forward. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. I don't know if he'll go 450s next year, but don't be surprised if some team tries to scoop him up. And I think he should be able to transition to a 450 pretty well because of his age and his build. A lot of times riders try to transition to the 450 and it just doesn't go well for them. I think Levi could make a good clean transition. I mean, the reality is this. There's just a lot going on right now at the industry. For the television package, the industry itself, they should report on this. The flagger blew it. The red cross flag should have been waving. It was stationary and the checkers were waving. It wasn't one rider that got a red flag. Initially, we all thought it was just Jet, right? I was expecting to say Jet got penalized. It was 5 freaking riders. 5 riders tells you it's not the rider's fault. It's the flagger's fault. Who's taking responsibility for this? We asked it on the show. If you're new, subscribe, get involved, jump over to the community page and participate in some polling and jump into the comments and take a lap and bring your tear-offs because the roost will fly. We asked, did the flagger blow it on this one? Let's go ahead and jump over to some comments. We'll meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started.
All right, race fans, get your engines started and line it up on the gate. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, did the AMA blow it by not waving the red cross flag better? 72% of you said, yup, that was a big major blow it, bro. While 28% of you said, nope, no blow it there. The AMA is all rainbows and sunshine. They're good to go. Well, let's go ahead and take a lap around the comments. First out of the starting gate, TF pops the clutch and says, at least they had the balls to enforce the rules this time. Facts, bro. Facts. Let's go ahead and see who's up next. Randy Everett rails the first turn and comes in with, That was so lame to penalize them. The riders couldn't see the flag or crap unless they just cruised around the turn. A bad call. Man, bro, I gotta agree with you on that one. Let's see who's up next. Aaron B hits the first rhythm section, feet off the pegs, and goes, "You could see the red cross better with it being held stationary. I'll argue the placement of the flag should have been better." Actually a really good point, brother. A really good point. Let's see who's up next. Hoove, 165, hits the wall jump, almost stalls the bike, and says, "The flag should have been in the corner before, bro. Boom. Facts, bro. Facts." Let's see who's up next. Go Zipper takes the gloves off, skims the whoops, and comes in with "The legend named Tomac had no problem seeing. That's why he's the legend, and Jet is still a rookie donut." Boom. Ouch, brother. Ouch. Let's see who's up next. Kyle Armstrong launches the triple, pulls a Superman seat grab, and says, "Obviously, with that many guys not seeing it, it was a problem." Superfly comes launching across the finish line jump and says, "AMA stinks." And there it is there. Thanks to everybody who participated. Make sure you guys jump over, read the rest of the comments. There's some barn burners in there. Bring your tear-offs. Now let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up.
All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. Whew. Insanity. Of course, they blew it. The industry now is blowing it, and they, they're so quick to hand out fines and penalize people, but they're so slow to take responsibility if they had anything to do with this thing. This was an error. This was a big error. Now, not to say that we shouldn't have handed out the penalties because the thing was out, but listen, I can promise you one thing. They're not taking responsibility. Recording of this video, I haven't seen anything, but they certainly are talking about it in their conference room with the Wall Street suits, because they're saying, dude, you cannot do that. You've got to make that the prominent. If there's a downed rider and a red cross flag is out, that should almost take priority over the checkers, right? You may as well just put the red flag out at that point. If you're going to do it at the checkers and leave a downed rider, Vince Freeze, of course. Vince Freeze always finds drama. Vince Freeze, man, there was some other thing. He took some other people out, I believe, during this race too. Vince Freeze, you need to go back to the 250 class. The 450s is not working for you anymore, bro. Not working for you. And because your team is a Supercross only team, I just don't know. I think he needs to be back on the 250s. I like Vince Freeze out there, and I'll tell you why. Because I like drama, I like characters, I like people that aren't just all cookie cutter robots. We need the Bam Bams, we need the Freezies, we need these guys, the El Hombres, we need the guys that have a little bit of character. And I think Jet has the ability to be one of those guys. Unfortunately, the industry is not letting him. They've handcuffed him into being the chosen one.
This sucks, Walty. I feel like I've totally sold out at this point. I just want to be one of the guys.
In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Industry, welcome to the swimming pool. Your guy kind of blew it. Your tracks are getting a little boring. Your reporters are reporting while they are sick, potentially infecting other riders. I think at some point we got to take a look at some of the things the industry's doing and not just the riders. And that's why Walty will have to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.